天邀请到一个舞者，是莱比锡剧院，笑什么？莱比锡剧院的舞者，然后他是 Vivian 的朋友，我们欢迎他。
Yo!
I always like
Modoko.
yes. 这影片呢会是全英文，所以记得开启CC字幕。Let me start. How do we get to know each other?
Through Vivian.
Through Vivian.
From me.
Yes. Actually, we just know each other for
2 days. 3 days.
But I actually see you
All the time in
oh,
your Instagram.
Yes. You wanna introduce yourself a little bit? I'm
Yes.
really bad in interviews, so.
Not much to say about me. I've been working here in Leipzig for 7 years. Before I was studying in Vienna, studying ballet in Vienna, Chateau Ballet Academy. And yeah, if I put together, it's been already 12 years that I'm living in Europe.
12 years?
Yes.
12 years?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's long. I left Japan when I was 14
Okay.
because I got a scholarship in YGP in Japan.
Yeah. And then you finish your school in
Vienna
directly
and
to Leipzig?
No, 1 year I was junior company in Vienna. And then I came here. When I was 19, I came here.
So, okay, you somehow say your age already.
Yes, I'm 26.
Very young.
No.
And how do you find so far Germany?
I like it. I think I didn't have much like problems to move in here because I was already speaking German in Vienna. So it was not that hard and it was not big difference between Austria and Germany.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I heard that's quite different. I don't know because I learned German.
yeah.
Yeah.
Accent is different, but it's better than you come from Japan to Germany, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
true,
kinda...
true. Do you speak English before? Because I heard that you in a company you basically speak English. You learned here or?
I learned here. When I moved here, I was so ready to speak German. I was like, oh, no problem, I can get along with everybody. No, nobody speaks German. And I was like, okay, I have to learn English now.
Was it hard for you?
Not really. It was okay. Yes, some of the words I mix German if I don't know the words. But most of the people knows easy German. And plus we have Japanglish. Different but the same, you know? Table is a table.
Table?
Bottle, bottle. Door, door.
So
Apartment, apartmento.
Oh, nice. So if you like you don't know the words in English, you just speak.
I just think about Japanglish and I guess like it has to be maybe R there instead of L.
So it's been 8 years, you say, right? Here in Germany.
7 years.
7 years.
This is my 7th season. It's ending.
Yes. How do you like the company?
I think I'm liking more and more.
Okay.
At the beginning, I was very classical ballet dancer. I learned only classic in Vienna. But when I moved here, I really liked from the beginning because it was something new that I never learned. You know, like if you reach certain level of classic, I start to feel like I know how it's supposed to be, you know? I look, of course, the professional. I like to watch the videos, but it's less passion than you start from zero.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning, you feel yourself growing so much and it's so much joy. But then I felt that when I moved here, like when I started learn all the moderns, I was everyday sparkle eyes, like, oh my god, how the dancers can move so well.
Did you ever have like frustration time because the different style, like it's not ballet anymore, it's more like contemporary?
I think I was always hoping to do more classical style at the beginning because it was more stronger in modern and then a bit of classic, a bit of point. And it was a pleasure whenever we do some neoclassical ballet. But then I was missing. Like once we do on stage, I was like, I want to do it more. And there was a time that I was thinking maybe I will move. But then if I think about that, I was thinking more and more like, no, I still have something to learn. And if I reach until there, like I cannot anymore, I have nothing to learn, then I would move.
Okay.
So I kept going, and then actually I enjoy every year, like different way.
Like you always learn something new
Yes,
every
yes.
season. Do you have any like moment where you find like, okay, it's a new thing. This is a new thing, and it's very challenging for you. And what would it be?
I think it was more with the guest choreographers
Okay.
because they bring completely another
Another
style,
style, yeah.
than our directors.
Mm-hmm.
Even we have some premiere with our director, we kind of know the style.
Yeah.
It's exciting, but not as much as with the choreographer, like guest choreographer. And it's sometimes exciting, but sometimes stress also with the new guest choreographers because you give everything what you used to give, but then this guest choreographer doesn't want. He's not
like maybe he
expecting.
wants something else.
Yes,
Yeah.
then it's really hard sometimes to break yourself because you build something and you try to give it here, but he's not wanting
It's
there.
like he's
another
wanting
thing-
here.
Exactly. Last year was 2 years ago. Don't listen.
2 years ago.
Was Sleeping Beauty was really modern, and he wanted totally another Sleeping Beauty, not typical type of a princess. He wanted something new. And
Rockstar.
yeah,
Really?
yeah, and he been telling me, no, Madoka, I don't want you. I don't want you to be Madoka. No pretty movement. Something else, like break
Like
your
somehow
shell.
pulling another part of you out.
Yes. And that at the beginning I was frustrating because I wanna give what he wants, and whatever I do, it's still me, because my mentor is still me. It's working same as before, but I wanna go somewhere else, but I don't know how. So he was pushing, and I was crying so often because I wanna give. I expect so much from me, but I'm not giving what he wants. But then there was a moment I was like, you know what? I'm doing what I'm doing. So just free myself. Then that's what he liked, and I was like, okay. Like it's not that I have to fight all the time. It's something that in relaxed way, trying to find some new.
Yeah, sometimes if you hold it too strong,
Yeah.
you don't get there.
Yeah, under the stress doesn't give, I think, so much.
We work with Europeans a lot, or Western people. When they have problems or questions, they go to the person and to talk it out. Do you also do this now since you live here for a long time? Or you still like, okay, you see the problem there and you try to solve by yourself?
I think often I do that at the beginning. Like if I see the problems, I will try to solve myself. Then if I see, okay, I cannot solve everything by myself, then I will talk. And also I'm not kind of person keep problem all the time in me. Usually it comes, like I need to talk.
Yes, and some like, because I also live here for a while, and really in the beginning I'm like, there's a problem, okay, I always think like it's my problem, and I need to solve it by myself. But then throughout the time it's like, no, sometimes I don't have problem. Who has problems?
Exactly.
Other people, So I don't want to have this problem anymore. I go talk to the person and I'm like, okay, let's sit down, let's talk about the problem and let's see what we can solve.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Like it's like kind of a change of 心态.
Change your
Mood?
Change of mood, something like this.
The mentality change.
The mentality,
mentality.
change.
Yes, but I think having communication is so important.
Exactly.
This person doesn't see at all that I have a problem.
Exactly.
But I am the one keeping and having the stress and
and then
it's
the
not
person
healthy.
outside people, they were like, why is she so stressed?
Yeah, why is she so
Everything.
stressed? Why is she in the bad mood?
Yeah.
Because I have so many things to say, but there's no way that they know my problems because
Exactly.
I don't say it.
Unless you say, I'm like,
Yeah.
I have this problem and
Yeah.
I'm struggling with
Yeah.
it, and then they would know how to help you.
Yeah, it's a nice way of living here, I think. Much
Yeah.
less stress.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like it would be very difficult.
Yes.
Because I would say, probably also in Japan, like we're so used to not talk about the thing.
Yes,
And we try to swallow by
Yes,
ourselves,
yes.
digest by ourselves.
Yes.
But here it's like if you keep doing this, nobody would notice you.
Yeah.
And it will make the life in Europe so difficult. And then eventually
You're the only one who struggle.
yeah, and you probably think like, okay, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
Maybe you reach the dream you had, but it's not really reaching the dream. You know?
Because you're not saying loud also exactly what you want.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Before Corona time, what do you do in your free time?
Really nothing. Because I think I feel I was so busy working. Of course, Vivian. I was so busy working at theater, and this was all my life. Like there's a private life, but private life is sleeping or meeting Vivian, party, but nothing about myself. There was no time to like face myself actually. And also I used to be, because it's so busy, I think if you are so busy, there's no time to think who you are. Of course, as a dancer, you want to be better and better. So I would focus on what I don't have and what I can improve. This is, I think, good as a dancer mentally, but sometimes it's not healthy. You forget
who you are.
Yeah, and how perfectly I am, you know? I am just me and you cannot be anyone else. So whatever you are, it's perfectly being you. But I was forgetting so much about this. I was always looking somewhere else.
Yeah, it's like you always look forward there and then you forget what you have.
Yes, yes.
When the corona came, you start having the time for yourself. Somehow kind of being forced to see yourself.
To see, yeah.
And how do you feel like?
I felt actually great.
Great.
I must say, we were so lucky to have support. We didn't have to worry anything about the life, like to live for living. So that's why I could really 100% focus on myself. And we had so much time. At the beginning, I didn't know what I want. So much time, I can watch the movies from Netflix. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, that's what I do. But at some point you get bored because you are watching something. It's not about me,
and it's like, okay, you can still do a lot of things, but you don't find any inspiration from it.
Exactly.
You see everything like it will be a wall in between.
Yes. There was a moment that I was super being lazy. I accept myself being lazy first. Because usually I really didn't like myself being lazy. I never liked just being like this whole day. You know, I should do at least some exercise. I was like this. But then now it's like, okay, it's okay to be lazy. Let's see what I actually want. So I was lazy until I don't want to be lazy anymore.
How long was it?
I don't even remember. I think for 1 month I could accept being myself so lazy.
1 month?
Yeah.
You know how long I spent?
How much? How long?
I think 2.5, almost 3 months. I was like really doing nothing. I wake up, lay on the bed, and then move to the sofa, stay there, doing nothing. Like, okay, time to eat.
But I think it's such a precious time like this.
Yeah.
Because actually we are not being lazy. We are in that moment instead of thinking something else. Because it's so easy to worry about, yesterday's show I did this and it was so shit. But then I'm not being here. You know, I am somewhere else than just being, I am being here. You know?
It's like okay, your body get rest, but not the mind. The time of being lazy is exactly for your brain to relax. And then from there on, you can start thinking, oh, maybe I try this and maybe I try that.
And I try so many things. I try to study about the bio vegetable, how to grow without using kind of stuff. Because I am interested, but it's nothing like professional. At some point, I was like, not for me now. I tried to study German. It's okay. And I started to paint. I started to do something else.
Now that you go back to work, right? Does this time help you to go back to work? And
Actually, yes. I think the way we work now is perfect, and I even feel I improved. At work, and this I actually never expected from myself, because usually, like, if you're not being on stage or if you don't have any shows, there's no aim to do. But that's what I was worried always, to be lazy. But it's opposite. I felt more you have space in the brain, more you are free in dance.
and to improve. You have more space to be better.
Yes, and you are not under stress, so you are not pushing yourself. You can improve how much you want. You can try whatever you want, and it make you improve also.
Yeah, and like by trying, you also like during trying, you even surprise yourself.
Yes.
Like, wow, I can do that.
Yes, and somehow like today I realized during the training, when you are working too hard, it becomes this way. You know, more you try something and more you learn yourself, you make a, how do you say, limit to yourself. I never thought I would.
As a dancer, we somehow know our body, so we know where's our body's limit.
Yes,
but actually it's not.
It's not. Yeah, it's totally.
It's like if you make your brain free, your body
it's possible.
Yeah, you can do everything basically. Yeah.
And I don't even know why I was like this, you know, like I was why I was doing that.
Too much ballet.
Too much blocking myself.
You do too much, and the result comes opposite.
Yeah.
And you get more frustrated.
Yes.
Drink. I also drink.
Cheers! Cheers!
Is there any cultural things that you think like, oh my god, that's a culture shock for me?
Culture shock. Culture shock.
I think it's quite difficult for you now since you live here so long.
And also I would say my family was not, I think, typical Japanese family that you would imagine. I think
kind of open-minded.
Yeah, and also I was being a bit different in Japan already. I was way too open for everything. You know, like I was not shy person. Like I would say sometimes I get also shy, but from my friends, like you are never
so
shy.
you're not like, because we would think, okay, Japanese, they are more polite. They won't say what they really think. Yeah.
I hope politeness, I still had it. Not sure though. I still hope.
I'm sure you still had it.
I'm still hope. But yeah, I was not worried at all. My parents were more worried about me coming to another country and then living by myself. But I was not. I was just thinking about, oh my god, I go to Vienna and I make a friend who's not Japanese. And I didn't even think that I don't speak any other language, you know? I was speaking only Japanese, but I was not worried about it at all. I was like, oh my god, I get a friend who's from Vienna. I was like, wow, so exciting. Yeah, and then actually it was really smooth to get in. Also, thanks to my friends, they were very friendly. I was quite confused about showing love, like not as a couple, but more from my parents and stuff. Like when I was in Japan, I have two brothers and I'm the last one. I was very confident that I got that love. You know, like it's not that in Japan we wouldn't hug so often and then kiss so often. We don't say I love you so often, but you feel the love, and I felt it always, the love. But when I came to Vienna, when I came to Europe, I was sharing the flat with one of my friends, and her parents would come, of course, more often than mine. They were more obviously showing the love.
They will come and hug you
and say I love you and everything. I see it in my eyes, and I started to question, why don't I get that? And her parents was treating me as a daughter also. So they would give me this fully love that she would give to their daughter, and they would give me too. They always bring Christmas present to Diana, Christmas present to Madoka. I get a package from Japan. Of course it's impossible to come Christmas, Easter, I know, but there was some little
different way of showing love.
But I was so young that to understand. Every day I needed to feeling like we are living together. So I just put the camera, I see what they're doing, I do my things and stuff. So suddenly I said like, you know, now I know what is real love.
To your parents?
Little bit. And then my mom was like, what do you mean? Like you have boyfriend? And I was like, no, I mean like Diana's parents would show, they would hug, they would kiss, they would say, I love you every day. And I didn't get that.
And how your mom acted?
My mom was like, oh, you always felt that you don't get the love, and I'm sorry if you felt that, but we try to give everything what we can. So
Yeah.
I was just like, teenager time a bit like being like this, like I know everything. Yeah, so and also a bit I was grumpy time and I was missing home and I was just giving everything. And until now, that time they didn't get angry, they didn't get mad at all, they didn't say anything. They just said, "Oh, I'm sorry if you felt that, but we are giving always the love, even though we don't say I love you every day. We thought it's more important that we feel it."
I think I don't dare to tell this to my parents.
Yeah, right? Like it was a kid's things that what I think it comes from the mouth.
Yeah, it's like I think about this.
Yeah, I was so young that I don't know the position of parents. Now that I kind of like certain age that I know what they feel.
You know how they are, how
Yeah.
they grew up, and you understand their
Yes,
situation. their
everything.
position.
They give everything. I don't know why I said that.
But now
Yeah.
it's like now it's okay.
Yes, now it's okay. Now it's even more. We hug more
okay.
than before.
You tell them that you love them often.
Not for the Mother's Day, Father's Day,
Okay.
birthdays. More
Special
often.
days.
Usually we would, this special day, we would say more thank you
Yeah.
instead of I love you. But
Yeah,
now it's a
yeah.
thank you and I love you. I care about you a lot, I say.
My side would be like I would bring a gift and then say like, that's your gift. Bye bye.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was.
But
like
they will understand that
Yes, it's
we
the love.
love each other. You
Yeah,
know?
it's the love.
Back to the topic, like maybe you can give some advice to people who wants to come here for auditions or.
I would say be open-minded. I think this is everything. I feel like even though you don't speak the language, you don't understand, if you're open-minded, you learn fast. Like all the language, you can communicate with people, and I think people feels it.
Yeah.
Like if you are open for everything, people feels and people would give you everything.
Yes, I can say this from like when I just came here, my both language are not so good, almost zero. But a lot of people, they will be really patient until you say what you want to say, and they would wait until they get it, and they were asking you or like really slowly trying to explain in their language till you get it. And I felt like, okay, this is a different kind of friendly.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, it's not so hard, to live here. It's
Yeah.
like, of course, there are some people they don't like outsiders and so
Yes,
on. But
yes,
there
yes,
are also
of course
a
it
lot of
happens.
people. They're really being friendly to all kinds of people.
I mean, for them also sometimes frustrating that if we don't speak the language, they don't understand. They want to communicate, but we can.
Yeah.
I understand that also. But I think this open-minded could say
And it's like
everything
you-
for everything.
like you don't care if you say wrong or not.
Yeah,
Because they
exactly.
don't care.
Yes, because I think if you don't understand the language, you could take them also wrong. I think it happens often in Germany.
Yeah.
And I hear also a lot of, our company is very international, and then I heard also a lot of sad story, like how they got reacted by German people, and they would say they don't like them. But I think these things also, if you're open-minded, it happened, but if you keep trying, it's just because you decide that they are, how to say, not kind people.
It's like one person doesn't represent whole German.
And since you decide like I don't like German, it block you.
Yeah, I would also say like if you try to speak the language and the person don't understand, then this person's problem. It's not your problem, you know?
Exactly.
Because that's probably is this person's mother language. So we are trying to speak their language, and if they don't understand, it's their problem. Maybe they don't have enough levels for German, you know? So like it's really not necessary to be shy to speak.
Yes. Can I join?
Yeah, sure. Do it. She also has a YouTube channel.
Not professional like her.
No, mine is also not professional. I'm still learning it. You know, when I start, why do I start YouTube channel?
Why?
Because I have nothing to do, and I'm like, okay, that's a work.
Mine is like I don't know.
Well,
You will see.
I watched some, and it's
Cute.
It's cute. It's cute. It's cute.
Different type, you know.
Yeah, it's different types. So I think there probably. If not, it's there. Yeah, this corner, this or this. I will put it there. And if you guys are interested, subscribe our channel. And if you like the video today, you can also subscribe my channel, like the video, share to all your friends and family. So that's it. Bye.
Bye. Bye la.
Bye.
Bye la.